My own daughter ruined every relationship I had, until she finally stole the man I loved. From the moment my daughter turned 18, something in her changed, or maybe it had always been there, hiding behind teenage tantrums and slammed doors. She became obsessed with what I owed her, what she deserved, what the world was supposed to hand her simply because she demanded it. Money. Attention. Constant validation. My life stopped being mine and became an endless performance to satisfy her moods. Every time I tried to set boundaries, she reacted like I was betraying her. Every time I tried to date someone, she treated him like a threat. Not because she cared about me, but because the attention I gave someone else felt like attention I was stealing from her. It got to a point where I almost felt scared to bring anyone home, knowing she'd find a way to sabotage it. She'd expose their insecurities, mock their clothes, complain about trivial things, or create chaos until they quietly backed away. But the last relationship that won broke me in a way I still haven't fully recovered from. I met Daniel at a friend's dinner party. He was kind, attentive, and genuinely interested in me, not as someone's mother, not as a woman past a certain age, but as a human being who still had dreams and feelings and a life ahead of her. He didn't flinch when I mentioned I had an adult daughter. He said it wasn't a problem. I remember thinking, maybe this time will be different. For the first few months, it really was. We laughed until our stomachs hurt. We cooked together. We traveled on weekends. He listened, he listened, to every story, every fear, every wound I carried. He made me feel seen in a way I hadn't felt in years. So when I introduced him to my daughter, I hoped she would see what I saw. I was wrong. She studied him like prey from the moment he walked in the door. Smiling too much. Asking him intrusive questions. Complaining about things she never cared about before. But beneath it all, I felt this simmering hostility, like she was planning her next move, waiting for me to slip so she could strike. At first, Daniel brushed it off. She's adjusting, he said. Give her time. And I wanted to believe him. I wanted the fairy tale so desperately that I ignored the warning signs. The sudden mood shifts. The guilt trips. The way she'd text him about small things just to pull his attention. The unsubtle comments about how she felt neglected whenever we spent time together. Then came the night I still replay in my mind like a bad film. I had gone to bed early, exhausted from work. Daniel stayed in the living room finishing a movie. I remember waking up to the sound of voices, hers and his, low but tense. I didn't want to be the paranoid, controlling mother, so I stayed in bed. I trusted him. I trusted us. Trust is cruel that way. The next morning Daniel was distant. Polite, but distant. My daughter avoided eye contact altogether, humming to herself like she was proud of something. I didn't understand what had happened, not yet. The truth came out slowly, painfully. Daniel confessed first. He couldn't look me in the eyes. He told me my daughter came to him crying, telling him I was a horrible mother, cold, unstable, manipulative. That she had always been the real adult in the house. That she needed someone to talk to. Needed comfort. He said she kissed him. That she made him believe she understood him better than I ever could. My heart cracked, but the final break came when he admitted he kissed her back. He tried to justify it. Said he was confused. Said she caught him off guard. Said he didn't mean to hurt me. But the words didn't matter. The betrayal had already seeped into my bones. My daughter didn't apologize either. She didn't even pretend to regret it. She looked at me with that cold, triumphant smile, the one she used to wear when she got what she wanted, and said, "If he wanted you, he wouldn't have chosen me." That sentence hollowed me out. I ended things with Daniel immediately, not out of anger but out of self-respect. I told my daughter to leave my house. It wasn't punishment, it was survival. I couldn't live with someone who took joy in my pain. For the first time in my life, I chose myself. She screamed, cursed, threw accusations like knives, but I didn't budge. I watched her pack her things, watched the fury drain from her face when she realized I wasn't changing my mind. She left thinking she'd come back once she cooled off. She still hasn't come back. Sometimes the silence feels like grief. Sometimes it feels like relief. But most days, it feels like a wound I'm still learning to stop touching. People talk about daughters like blessings, like mirrors of their mothers, like emotional extensions of themselves. But my daughter wasn't a blessing. She wasn't a mirror. She wasn't even a companion. She was a storm I kept standing in long after I should have run. And when she finally took the man I loved, she didn't break my heart, she showed me how long it had been broken.